Greetings, people of the sky, and welcome to another Friday stream. It is PvE League time. So have a seat and watch with me some of the top replays of PvE League Season 2 Challenge number 3. For you who don't know what the PvE League is, it is a bi-weekly challenge where you can join with a point system and 4 challenges total. We are now at challenge number 3, so 1 is to go. You can still join. There are 4 different difficulty levels, from beginners to our very best runners. And there are prizes at the end of the season, but also prizes for the top 3 player, and if you manage to get all 10 points in a round, then you get an achievement card, or I think it's a booster at the moment, so you get something by just playing here. And yeah, like I said, you can still join. Just use the link PvE League. I can also type that into the chat. And you can join here on these sides if you think PvE is cool and you want to have a challenge. Without further ado, let's start with the rookie replays. The challenge for the rookies was on the map of the month, difficulty level 7. The challenge, you can still join it. You have 1 more week for challenge number 3. Challenge number 4. There's also a countdown on the page. Just check it out. Yeah, the rookies playing on the map of the month, level 7, and the 3 challenges was playing a deck with a minimum of 10 spells. Build both power wells before building the orb, and killing the last boss last. So especially if you kill the boss, then the victory screen had to be shown. If you forgot a unit, you have to restart. And there is the bonus challenge, playing on a higher difficulty than others. So if you go for level 8, you are higher than the rest. And if you go even higher and go for level 10, you will get that point. And that is exactly what we are now watching here with the first replay of the evening from Coin Flip. Let's switch over to Battleforge. So Coin Flip was trying to get into the voice chat. If he's not here, let me check again. He might not have fixed his problems, but he may be joining the chat later. But we start the replay now. So we are seeing here a level 10 replay from Coin Flip, starting with Shadow. It's Nox Trooper time. Yeah, okay, but he's in chat, so if you have any question, feel free to ask him. We can speed here up a bit. In the beginning, it's a lot of energy management, and then we will probably see the Soul Splicer, the way to go for a Shadow start, and with a lot of Nox Troopers. Let me see how many there are. 10. Going in, some are dealing with the units and then going for the spawner. Of course, if you don't kill the spawner, you fight for hours and hours. Spawn down. In the meantime, having 2 of the Nox Troopers defending the orb. And the rest of them now killing the units. Soul Splicer providing the healing for the units. Very clean start. Keep in mind, it's a level 10. It's hard. Instantly killing some units, building both power wells. Keep in mind, first power well, then the orb. What's not too bad, because the wave is going to the last build orb. So now that he has started building that orb, everyone is going to the left. Second Soul Splicer. Double Shadow. So if you go for double shadow, that makes sense. We now see the resource booster to speed things up. It was your first time, then you did very well. I'm not sure if I have ever done a level 10 solo run. I can't remember. I don't think so. I'm normally doing 4-player 10s. Okay, we can speed up here a bit. In the meantime, yeah, we see the Shadow Phoenix in combination with the Embalmers. Very nice tactic. And getting even more of the Phoenix. The Embalmer Shrines make sure that the Phoenix will return after the crash dive. So we are here at 10 Phoenix. 3 are already unbound. 11. 12. Now switching to a tower here for defending. Destroying the resource booster. So the power wells are not running out too fast. We are at 13 Phoenixes at this point. The wave gets pulled out. Going for damage on the flying units. They are so annoying. If they hit your units, they will be paralyzed and you can't do anything. Phoenix going in directly onto the XL units. And then the XL units are dead. And all Phoenix come back and all are unbound. 12 of them. Look at that void pool. 1000 in the void. Which come back and still having that 12 Phoenix here. That is so nice. Nice positioning. So here going for the 2 power wells and then of course the orb, I guess. A tower for defending. Has to defend here too because the wave will move that way. Going for the nature. Having a breeding ground. Always a nice card to have. And now we see ash bones. In combination with nature and healing, it's a nice combination. Hello, coin flip! Let me give me a second. I think I haven't switched the audio for the stream online. So now the stream can hear you.
Hello, everyone. I will.
Nice to have
I'm
you.
almost in the replay in 1 moment.
Yeah, we're at the midpoint at this point, 50 minutes, which is quite fast to be honest. It's a challenging map. Now combination with the Infect and the Phoenix still alive. Unbound units are always so helpful. Going for the tier 4 base now. Yeah, the XL units getting down, and now the next camp already getting triggered here. Getting down, and now the next camp already getting triggered here. Okay, you hear my voice in your...
Yeah, sorry. So. Yeah, the key point was the T3 with the Phoenix. That was pretty clean. I tried this map tons of times. What was really good that I one-shotted it and have 10 Phoenix left.
Yeah, they helped so much in the next part.
Yes.
Are you
now
playing
I defend
any kind of void return?
Tier 3
Okay.
Tier 4 Shrine of War.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
So, was the 10 spells in the deck a problem for you? I mean, I saw you played the Infect and the Frenetic. It's a classical spell deck, right?
Yes. Probably 8 spells were enough. But, yeah, that's the point where I don't have Furnace of Flesh.
Yeah, out of slots,
because
right.
too many spells. Here I def with my tier 3, yes, tier 3 and Phoenix. The defense, and with the Overlords I will go upwards.
Yeah, now the Shrine of War and all the Void coming back. Wow, 1000 energy.
Yes.
In fact, frenetic.
Yeah, when the Overlord didn't have the power to spawn the
birds,
Banzai birds, it's a little bit harder. But the next camp was pretty clean. There's one point where the Overlords go to the bottom because the way is blocked to the spawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they go downwards. But the birds kill the whole camp.
Yeah, besides 2 units.
Yeah.
Yeah, Banzai Lord is an S counter, sadly. An XL counter would be so nice against the ship here, but it just takes a bit longer.
Yeah, Banzai birds are pretty damn strong.
Oh, yeah, now with some spell support here.
Yeah, I will lose it one time.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
good, you can offering the Banzai birds to get charges for the Lord.
Oh, so the birds are XL?
No, T4.
T4. Ah, okay, I get it, yeah. Interesting.
That's why I don't use rifle cultists.
And yeah, the birds are pretty OP. Like that she already said, going in, half of the camp is already down, you just have to deal with the spawner.
Yes. You will see it in the last camp. On the last camp. They kill everything.
Yeah, at this point you have 9 of the Banzai Lords. Oh, you get a big attack here. All the spells?
Like the cultists, not the cultist master, the for the void return tier 3, they will spawn tier 2 units.
Mm-hmm.
And the harvester spawn
tier 1,
skeletons.
yeah, the skeletons, yeah.
And now the birds fly in, destroy everything, and then I only need to kill the boss.
Just flying in, wait, explosions,
yes,
camp down.
A little bit spread and everything dies.
Yeah, probably one more time we will see the birds. Yes. And now let's look at the health.
I failed. I want to motivate the birds, but yeah, then I motivate Overlord. Not Overlords, Banzai Lord.
Banzai Lord, yeah. Yeah, very clean run, and with a 27, a fast run. That was fast. Congratulations on that run here.
10. Yeah, thanks.
How many runs did you put in there? Was it like a second try here or?
Nah, I tried many things. I tried it with a sunken temple. That works too, but it takes 10 minutes more. I think probably 15 times.
Oh, still fast.
The problem was at tier 3. To clean it's very clear, also clean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes.
So yeah, thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing that replay. You can stick to the voice chat, or you can just jump over into the normal chat as you like. We will now jump over to the second replay, one of your competitors in the Rookie League, which is Damakra, who wanted to join the voice chat too. So let's give him a second. I will ping him. Give me a moment. Oh, hello there.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, a bit quiet. I can check if I can pull you up a bit in volume.
I will leave now.
Yeah, thank you for joining. See you.
Yo. Bye.
Bye. So, can you say something again?
Hello?
Okay, I hear you now good. So, stream, let me know if you have to go a bit higher here. Okay, now we have your replay. So let's jump right into it. What was your planning here?
So I wanted to do a frost start, and I really liked blood healing in tier 4. And so I knew that I needed to use phoenixes to do the tier 2. And I usually like blood healing in tier 4, but I found a way to make it work in tier 3 also.
Okay. Let's see what the strategy is.
So I started, you can save, I saved a little bit of time sometimes by using home soil, but because you had to run 10 spells, I didn't end up having the spot for the ice barrier. So, but what I found out is it's a little bit slower, but if you just build one extra Shadow Mage, or Frost Mage, it works, it's just a little slower. So.
Yeah, and yeah, you have this slot free.
Yes, yeah, which I needed later. So.
Yeah, I was just thinking the normal start for Frost with the Northern Keep, and I was thinking, why no Northern Keep? And yeah, well, you're out of slots. Makes sense.
Yep. Well, and the Frost Mages ended up working better than I anticipated, because normally in PvE 10, the Frost Mages don't work too well, but there was a lot of small units, and those little, the things that look like mines, they were knocking down my small units. So the fact that the Frost Mages weren't getting knocked back, and their units worked out very well.
I just realized you hit one of the shamans from this camp, and by that you triggered that spawner here at the top. You're now getting incoming from left and right.
Yes, and you won't see it. I did a couple attempts after this one. You won't see it in this one. But in some of the attempts that I did after this one, I had the timing perfectly. So if you wait until after you kill the last person from that camp up top, and if you send your Shadow Phoenixes out 26 seconds after that, they will land on the 2 extra large units right as the next wave comes by. And so most of them will res then, even if they don't kill the 2 extra large units.
How many runs did you put into this challenge?
Quite a few. I would say that I don't know exactly. Many runs. The tier 3 was really the hard part. The tier 1 and the tier 2 I had within, the first 5 to 10 runs. I tried different things, but it didn't really change too much. I guess the tier 2 changed some. I got it more consistent. the tier 3 was really the hardest part, and the tier 4, like I said, with tier 4 units and the girl that does the frost shield on your whole army.
Ah, yeah, the Winter Witch.
Winter Witch, yes. With Winter Witch and blood healing, you have really a tremendous amount of sustain. So once I got to tier 4, the tier 3 is really where I had the most problems. And so I tried really a lot of different things in tier 3.
So yeah, we're seeing it was a kamikaze.
Yep. So I needed to use, and I also messed around with this part because the first couple times I tried, the towers and the frost mages will clear all of the people except for the bandit sniper.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to kill him with shadow phoenixes, and in that case I lose 2 or 3 of them, and then they're on cooldown. I don't have enough to kill the 2 extra large units without them being on cooldown. So I used the Aura of Corruption to kill the bandit sniper.
Okay. And I was just wondering why there was the aura for a minute.
Yeah. Because the tower can kill, the towers and the frost mages will kill everything that comes into range, but not the bandit sniper. And I even summoned the shadow phoenixes into the aura because what was I going to do as soon as the next thing was summon a whole bunch of shadow phoenixes. So it was like sort of free. You just have to spend 100 power for the aura, and then I was going to summon all the shadow phoenixes anyway. So I just summoned them and then ran them out and had them hold position so that they would be ready for later.
I just realized you don't have an upgraded shadow phoenix. That would have helped a bit too.
Yes, that is true. I have tier 2. So yeah. So and then here, for my tier 3, I just had the Lost Horrors, the damage one, the ones that have the 3 projectiles. And then and Silver Winds and Offering. That's how I got enough Lost Horrors. I used Offering to keep sacrificing the Silver Winds so that I could summon more Lost Horrors.
And some Void Return.
Yep. Yeah. I like Shrine of Martyr. It's not as good as the other 2, but I like it. It's better than nothing for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So without any Void Return, it's, I think, pretty hard to play this map, even if with strong units, but you have to use that 10 spells, and yeah.
Right. Yep. And so what I ended up doing for my tier 3 is I used Ward of the North, which makes all of the Lost Horrors take less damage, and then blood healing, and so it reduces the damage they take so they don't need to be healed as much, and then it also reduces the damage that the blood healing does to them so that one of them doesn't die. And that's usually the problem in tier 3 is if you use blood healing, every time you use it, it kills one of your units, and that's why I generally only use it in tier 4. But with Ward of the North, it's worked pretty well for me. I think you'll, oh, maybe not for the, yeah, there you go, right there. So you won't see it, you'll see it for these camps. You need it, you don't need it as much for these, but you need it more for the tier 4 units.
A big fan that you used that card. It's not that often used.
Yeah, well, and it's one of those things where I always look at it and I think to myself, well, that's just an inferior version of Stone Shell, right? Because if you have enough units, Stone Shell is a 50% damage reduction, and it doesn't have a damage cap, so you can use it even in tier 4. It's like reduces half the damage with no limit. So I always think to myself, oh well, I don't want a damage cap. I want a spell that I can use in tier 3 and tier 4. But I was pleasantly surprised in this case because I don't even have enough units here for, well, first off, I don't have nature, but I don't have enough units for Stone Shell to be effective here anyway. So.
This guy's holding a soul, okay.
Yep. There's definitely some sloppiness in this run for sure. I had one run that was better than this, but I had been trying other decks and I built the wrong orb. So I had to destroy my orb, which invalidated it for the challenge to fix my orb.
Sadly, you're not allowed to destroy your orb and switch or yeah.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of messiness here. This is the messy part. This is where I always struggled. After I get my tier 3, this camp aggroes it and kills it, like, every time. So I get through this time with a little bit of messiness that the Aura of Corruption comes in handy to save me.
Yeah, but... yeah, that XL unit.
Yep. So we got Ward, and the other thing that Ward of the North protects buildings and Stoneshell doesn't. So that's the.
Ooh, it does. Oh, you're right. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Interesting.
So that's an additional plus side of it. And then I have XL2 here. Although I think I lose track of these guys later and lose some stuff over here. There's a lot. They're fighting tier 4 in 2 places, so.
Yes, and it's a level 10, so.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. Yeah, so then I think I get overrun here. And I was wondering, I had to watch it a couple times because the other challenge was to always build the wells first before the orb. And so I had to watch the replay a couple times, like in the midst of all the hectic losing of the wells and the orbs, to make sure that I always built the wells back before the orbs. But yeah.
Oh,
are you still there?
That one. I'm just watching and okay, it's down. Okay, I was just thinking maybe it will survive, but no, it won't.
Nope. And then all my stuff is dead. It was looking real bad here for a minute, but I think I would have left the game if both of these wells died. Close.
But you did it.
There we go. We pulled it off. All right, it's fine. It's fine.
Still alive.
Yep. House is totally not burning down.
Looks like you're building a new house here with your tier 4.
Yes. Yep. And then I think, so this is most of the messiness. I think I lose track of some of the stuff on the left, but I don't think any more wells die. I don't remember exactly. Like I said, I had a lot of attempts. So.
Yeah,
but
now going for the camp, so nothing returns.
Yep. Because then I was able to build some Winter Witches and some tier 4, and I really need my units taking the damage instead of the buildings, because with the Winter Witches, like, if you have a couple Winter Witches there... Oh, I guess I did lose the orb over here again.
Yes, you did. Sad, but...
Yep. And Aura of Corruption's putting in more work for me.
But still not a lot of units on the field.
Nope.
And a lot in the void. So as you said, the Frost Shrine, not the best one to get your void back.
Yep, but yeah, like you said though, I think, well, and it's pretty close at the end, so I think I definitely would not have made it without the
no chance, no chance.
Yep.
But now you have at least a lot of the XL units. Before it was only 2 or 3 of the Ironclads, and now you have 5.
And with, and with 3 Winter Witches, you can basically always have the shield up. And you see more blood healing here. Mostly the Winter Witches are doing it, but blood healing also works really well with the Winter Witches, because it just gets rid of their shield. Like if you do it on a unit that's shielded, it just gets rid of the shield and heals the health of the other units. Because where I'm running 1 Shadow Orb, I can't have Dreadnought.
Of course. Yeah.
With Pure Frost, you'd heal them with the Dreadnought.
Sadly, losing all 5 of your XL units. What a bit of bad timing there with the wave.
Yeah, for sure. I also tried 2 Shadow and 1 Frost with Church of Negation to like hold the waves, but the tier 3 didn't work then, so I don't know. We get through it, I guess.
Yeah, and you have to use the spells and then the offering. We saw it in the run before, helping a lot to get more of the tier 4 units here.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and I think Well, and that's the other thing. Usually I use, I learned another thing. That's one of the cool things I really like about the challenges is they make you think about the game in a different way and play the game in a way that you wouldn't normally play them. Like I said, I never would have played Ward of the North, usually. But then I'm like, well, let's try it out. And it actually worked pretty well. And the same thing, usually I use Rifle Cultist as my sacrifice unit for offering. But because you're limited on unit spots, you can use the Winter Witch because she only costs 60. So she also works as a sacrifice unit. And if you play her and her cooldown is only slightly longer than
the Rifle Cultist, yeah.
Well, and the offering, so you're only waiting like an extra 5 seconds, and then you would be, so you can play one, sacrifice her, play another, so you can still increase the number of Winter Witches you had. I was running into sometimes where I wasn't like keeping them safe well enough, and then I would get down to only 2, and then that's not enough to like shield your whole army, and so my army would die. But I got into the pattern of like Winter Witch offering Winter Witch and then wait and do that again. So every time I do that, I'm still getting more Winter Witches.
Next offering, more XL units.
Yep. And back to that extra slot. I had the extra slot that I didn't need to bring the Rifle Cultist. So.
Yeah, good question of Anske. If you think about Ice Age, the spell who helps with the shields.
Yep. Yes, I have used Ice Age before. I don't think I did in this. I think... I don't know. I think I would prefer just to have it, like... Because Ice Age, I think, costs, what, like 100? And just making new shields only costs 60 or something. So I think that had generally, I have played around. I do like Ice Age. I think it's a cool card, and I have played around with it in the past. But I had the slots for it. But I just, I think I just ended up bringing like a bunch of like extra spells to try and like, because I kept losing my tier 3. Like I brought Shield Building and Ward of the North and stuff like that. So. And I think I did save one well with Shield Building. So I mean, it's better than nothing.
At this point, you have 9 of the Ironclads. Critical mass.
Yep.
But as we see, only 3 minutes to go. Ooh.
Yep. And then here I got 1400 power, so it's the limiting factor is the cooldown on offering. That's the limiting factor on how many units I have.
Yeah, and kind of the unit cap.
Yes, true. Am I at unit cap now? I guess I must almost be.
Yeah, you have 2 more slot free. Of course, if you do an offering, yep. So you could go for 1 more, I guess.
Yep.
And last camp, 2 minutes.
Yep. It gets close. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, well, you are here on stream, so we know you will make it. But let's see how close it is.
Yep. Well, I was careful to not. I think it's a catch-22 because oftentimes it's easy to kill the boss, but this Stonekin Warlord is actually pretty tough because his shield comes back.
Yeah.
So it did make it easier to not kill him first, but I came over here and targeted all the other stuff.
At least you have the correct counter here on your Ironclads, dealing XL damage more.
Yep.
It took longer for the Banzai Lord.
Yep, for sure.
And you had 27 seconds on your clock left. That was so close.
Yep, but we got there. So I'll take it.
I can imagine how you sit in your chat thinking, holy crap.
Yep, for sure.
If you have to restart at this point.
Right, well, and after, you know, at least 10 other attempts where I died in tier 3. So, probably more than that overall. But, I mean, 10 attempts like before this one.
A very nice, very clean run. Happy to have that on stream.
Excellent. Well, sorry, go ahead.
The next part would be a quiz question. You can stick around for that question if you want, but you have to watch the stream. You won't see it on my screen sharing because it's about your run.
Okay.
So maybe you can give a good guess question here. I don't think you know the answer to the quiz. So everyone, get ready for your quiz. Like I said, it is about your run. You played a lot of the offering to get your tier 4 units. And the question for one booster is, how often exactly did you use the offering? Everyone in chat can join. You can also type into the chat what you think is the correct number. So we see 6 from Roland, 9 from Dachi, 13. What is your guess?
I'm gonna guess 20.
20, okay.
Because it has what? I have 10 charges, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then it goes on cooldown. So yeah, 20 is my guess.
We see a big range here from 6 to 21. Okay, I think everyone had his chance to type something in the chat. I will prepare the line. So time is over in 3, 2, 1. It's over. Okay, so let's see what the result is. Wrong window. So let's start with another number. What do you think? How many ironclads did you spawn?
Well, I think 6 died, and I had what, almost 10 at the end. So 18 maybe.
The correct number is 25.
25, okay. So more died than I expected.
And the answer for the offering is 16.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
So let's see in the chat. It is between Triggz, MOBA God, and Pavilion 9. So Triggz was faster, so he gets that booster. But still close for other people. Be ready, there will be 2 more quiz questions, so don't worry, you will get your chance for another one. Triggz, you are out, you get 1 and not more this time.
Apparently he's a good guesser.
Yes, it looks like he or maybe he counted. Who knows? Who knows?
All right, well, I think I'm gonna jump out of voice chat, but I'll hang around and watch the rest of the stream. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for having you here in the voice chat, and have a wonderful weekend. Till next time.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And with that, we jump over to the Pro League. The Pro League was also on the map of the month, 1 player, but we are increasing the level. We are going to level number 8 or higher. And the rules were not allowed to play any card requiring a shadow orb. So no pure shadow, no bandits, no lost souls. You know the drill. Deck must contain 10 spells or more, so same as before. And the last unit to kill is the last boss. We had this before. And yeah, I guess we are jumping into the replay. The replay of... Oh yeah, sorry. And yeah, if you get a higher ranking, you get a higher prize pool here. It's the bonus challenge. And the next run is by Triggz, the winner of the booster. So if you want, you can join the voice chat, or you can stick to the normal chat as you like. Let me switch over to Battleforge. Okay. I sent you a new invite link, so you can press on that and join the server. I can also send you a new invite if you want. So yeah, if you want, you can join. Oh, there was a sound. Hello, 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 Triggz. The stream.
Hello?
Yeah, now we can hear you. Awesome. Let's jump into your replay. We see in the beginning nothing happening. Now we see a fire nomad start.
Yeah, the only card you need is Nomad. I was using Sunstriders before too, but I have limited slots.
I'm a big fan that we here see all the colors. We saw the Shadow start, the Frost start, and now a Fire start. I'm a big fan here, Fire start. I would do this the same.
I was trying to use Nature, but I couldn't get a better time.
But did you finish with Nature?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually possible to be faster with Nature, but in the end I didn't need a better time to win, so I didn't try.
So yeah, you did here as well the level 10. Did you first try a lower level, or did you go directly for the level 10?
I went directly for the 10 because the map changes for each difficulty, so there's no reason to learn 9.
Yeah. Yeah. If you say from the beginning I will do this on 10, I will win on 10, then of course makes sense. And now we see something different because you won't go for Shadow Phoenix, obviously, here with the second Nature Orb.
Yeah, unfortunately, can play Shadow.
Yes, of course, it's banned by the rules. So we now see Gladiatrix. Interesting pick. It's probably one of the strongest units on tier 2, right? From the numbers.
Yeah, I've tried different units, many different, like Slaver spam, but Gladiatrix has the best damage for cost for Fire Nature, and yeah, that's why I spammed her, and she's ranged, which is also pretty good.
And the perfect counter against the annoying birds.
Yeah. On the first pull I tried to kill the Wind Hunters only. And on the second attack I want to kill the buildings. And on the third I was trying to clear the camp.
Yeah, the XL units.
Yeah.
Little problem, the squad mechanics. It takes forever to kill a squad with that girl. Okay, now you say going for the buildings.
Yeah, the Nomad. Sorry?
Yeah, was the 10 spell thing a problem for you?
Actually, for this deck, not much. Because it's already the strategy is already spell heavy, so I don't need many units. So yeah, maybe like 1 or 2 slots would be better, but didn't have that much of problems.
So now the next building, and then going for the units. I'm interesting.
Yeah, and I spawned nomads to get the
attention of the yeah. I was just thinking why the nomads, and oh, that hurt. That was 2-3 units.
Yeah, for each shot like 3 Gladiatrix die.
Oh, in the meantime you lost your tier 2. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. It was too intense.
So how many attempts did it take you to get at this point here?
Quite a lot actually. I reset very early. I reset it a lot of times at tier 2 already. Because like small things can ruin the speed. And it took me quite some hours actually. Yeah. like 20 to 30 runs.
Okay. Only to get the tier 3 spot. And in total, till finishing the map?
It was probably like 10-20 runs more. Something
okay,
like that.
So after tier 3 it wasn't that hard anymore.
Yeah, tier 3 was the hardest part.
And now we see some magma hurlers. So double fire. Ooh, and what do we have here? Twilight Bombard, okay.
Yeah, and the thing why this tower is because on the waves there are also snipers.
Ah, with the
which
range.
have a lot of range. And
Smart
also
move.
I use building instead of unit because I don't have the micro.
Yeah, I feel you. This map is already so much stuff going on. And
Yeah.
if you just can place a building and it's doing the rest for you.
It's way too stressful to defend with units.
Yeah, here now with the Unity for sustain. And into the next camp. Unity killing first the units who can can paralyze your units. Oh yeah, with the Unity. Ooh, but still and the equilibrium. I was just thinking they are going low in health quite fast.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you got the Shrine of War running here.
It's so good, this card.
Yeah, and without any Void Return, I don't think it's possible a 10 without Void Return. Or at least very, very slow. Yeah, as you said, from tier 3 to tier 4, with the Unity, some healings, and the Magma Hurlers. It looks
very easy.
I wouldn't say easy, but it looks manageable. So if you're going low on health, you just put in a healing. Keep an eye on your Unity, so it's always up. Did you play both Unities?
No, only the green one. The slot issues, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. This makes... Ooh.
I needed to use an oink there. That was annoying.
Yeah, but it survives. That's the important part. You don't have to rebuild it. And now triple fire. I have a feeling, yes, I have a feeling we see flying, burning stones from the sky. And we see the volcano.
That's also because of the waves and defending. It's such a good tower.
Yeah, just look at the health of the XL units going slowly down here. And then the comet camps in and kills the rest. I guess now we see a lot of going into a camp, waiting till fire rains down from the sky, going to the next camp, right?
Yeah, that's the main strategy.
Yeah. Of course Anske loves this. We saw this on his runs on the Fun Bridge. So... No, not on Sunbridge. The challenge before, right? There was so many interesting runs here on the stream. In the meantime, yeah, you have an XL unit now here for the defending. I guess against the XL units, the cannon wasn't enough.
Yeah. The last wave, I needed that XL unit. And I want to start clearing the camps from the left.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I used it.
Nice cluster explosion. But the spawner survives. Ah, so close.
Unfortunately, yeah.
How much HP? 40. Oh, 400. 400. Yeah, without these towers, quite tanky to be honest. Yeah, around 4000 HP. In the meantime, clearing the left camp now, like I said, from the left to the right. But going one lane down. Fire Sphere, Comets, yeah, the full fire arsenal. And now you realized, oh, the camp survived. God damn it. And first boss of the map. It's the ship. Yeah, I just realized that your units just turned around for a second because the camp is so stuffed. If you click somewhere and then the units don't find the path and just turn around.
Yeah, it's so clunky sometimes.
And there's the ship down.
Keeping these grim mines alive is also very hard. I was spamming heals in the end.
Yeah, just realizing here. Healing up and just whoop, all power gone, all healing is used.
Yeah.
Next spawner. Ooh, healing. Unity. More healing. And then the comets. Relief. Okay. Okay, I was just thinking, will they survive? Last camp. And here are the last two units just standing there around.
If I didn't see them, the run wouldn't have been valid. Because I need to kill the boss at last.
Yes, yes, I just was thinking, is he managing to see them first? Is it going in?
I used that comment in the end.
yeah, they're gone. But yeah, if you have missed something somewhere else on the map, you would have lost that challenge. That would be unfortunate. But very sweet run here with a lot of fire spells and 25 minutes 19 seconds. Very, very nice one. So yeah, and also thank you for joining the voice chat. It's always nice to have the runner here and hear a bit of the insights. What was your thinking about the ideas? Why did you use that strategy or this one? Yeah, we will go in a short break for 5 minutes. Give your body a good stretch. Get something to drink. And I see you all in 5 minutes. Triggz, you can stay or go back to start playing some other stuff. Thank you to have you here. Was a blast, and see you maybe in the next challenge.
Thank you too.
See you.
See ya.
You got something to drink. I hope you have stretched your body a bit. And I hope you're ready for 3 more replays. I got a good chocolate here. You can never have enough chocolate for a stream. Energy for everyone. So, next in line is the Elite League. And we see already a change. We are switching from the one player map of the month, to the 2-player map of the month, with a difficulty of 8 or higher. The challenge was not to use any shadow orb. That was, sorry, there's a typo by me. I'm not allowed to play any fire orbs. Sorry about this. It's a fire orb, not the shadow orb. And you're not allowed to take more than 4 orbs. Why this 4 orbs? Because we're on a 2-player map, and you could go and take the power wells and the orbs from your position 2. The population must stay under 80, so you are only allowed to have 8 of the XL units at the same time present. And playing at least 4 cards from the Lost Souls edition. Important, not the faction Lost Souls. We are talking about the edition, the booster, the card edition from Battleforge. There was, of course, a bonus challenge. The bonus challenge was the same here, going for higher difficulty. And yes, let's see what Juntti had in his mind to finish that map. He was thinking of joining the stream on voice, so we might wait a second here, maybe he will join. Let me check my messages. Oh, there is someone.
Hi.
Hello there. Let me adjust your audio. Just say one more hello here to the stream.
Hello.
Awesome. Okay, I can put you a bit higher here. Okay, let's switch over to Battleforge. So we see a nature start. Was it directly your first idea to start here with the nature, or did you try out some other stuffs?
Yeah, I just went for the nature straight away.
Okay. Normally,
Lost Souls.
Well, if I see the nature, normally people play Shaman and Wind Weavers, but you go for the Amazon. I guess we see it in a second. Why? Hurricane, and now you take over the insects. I wasn't aware that they are able to be taken over, but that makes that camp way easier.
Yeah, at first I used mana wings, since there's not that much anti-air. This was way faster.
And just tell them a move command to go away. Just go away. Healing the ground units. In the meantime, getting the attack on the power well. Not defending at the moment. And now taking the power well here while the air units are still around. Yeah, the archer's dealing a lot of damage here. 2 targets at the same time.
That's annoying. I can't just run in there because it will pull the camp.
And you already moved that the bugs over there.
Yeah.
But your orb can defend itself very close to you with that power well. Yeah, 130. Also here, that power wells are quite tanky, thankfully. Taking over one of the brains to kill the other one. And now it's tier 2 time. We see brains on your side, the parasite swarm. Other than the Amazon, if you take over the unit, you can keep that unit. And now we see some root cards. What will happen next? You pull out the units and then oink. And taking over one of the enemy vigils. The enemy vigils are pretty annoying, and now you have one of the unbound ones here.
Yeah, I wanted them both, but the other one just went away. Now I think I'll take 2 more.
Yeah, you have an infinite amount here of vigils if you want. They will just respawn.
Yeah, but 3 is enough.
Is it just my feeling, or are the enemy vigils are stronger than the vigils you can spawn? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Okay, it's just a personal feeling.
Yeah.
Killing more of the stuff. Here's no spawners, only here, so if you kill the units on the top, they won't return. And of course the Vigil have siege range here, so the anti-air cannon can't do anything. And now just cleaning up the rest of the ground units. You're healing buildings. Why choosing the Nexus? Root Nexus? Because it get built fast, or why that decision?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it stays alive without needing to repair it. Because it can heal it, or 2 can heal themselves.
Healing up again. Speed up a bit. Have you tried the challenge directly on level 10, or have you tried the lower difficulty before?
I checked out 9, but I think it was harder.
Okay.
I didn't adjust my deck. So I first tried 10 and then I tried 9 just to do a completion. Then just went back to 10 again.
So now we see a pure nature run with the Forest Elder. Do you remember which card from the Lost Souls edition you took?
The Dryad. And the next 2 cards are coming up.
Okay. Yes,
oh, yeah,
here. One of them.
Yeah.
And Void Return.
Mo felt like it was almost mandatory for the spell breakers.
That is also one.
Yeah, that's the 3rd Lost Souls card, and the last one is just a deep one, but I don't play it really.
Yeah, just for the slot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course the new nature spell.
Sanctuary. Actually, have them both.
Oh, okay. Killing the rest of the camp. Getting kind of low on here on the health. Ooh, and using the ability to heal.
I didn't realize how strong that heal was for doing this challenge.
Like the runner before you was telling, oh, I never used that spell before, but it's actually not that bad.
Yeah. Sanctuary is also very nice.
Yeah.
Some enemies just run away from it.
Yeah, and
So
the rooted one just stand there and die. The rituals flee.
Yeah.
Getting a giant worms. Okay. Now Ursak. Pulling him out.
Yeah, I don't want to feed any corpses.
Yeah,
So
that's a smart move. Killing him first without any corpses and then dealing the rest. That's so annoying if he's doing his special shot and everything dies. But still here. Using tier 1 healing spells. Probably on cooldown.
Yeah, and I want to save charges for regrowth.
Yeah. If you look at the map, there is still a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, there's a few tough bosses coming up soon. Well, Nyxia is not a tough one.
Yeah.
Just annoying.
I just realized you haven't done the cleanup to the other player's position at this point. You're aiming for that at the end of the run, or?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it would have been faster to clear it first. That's when I get to the hard part.
Yeah, I would do it the same. If I already lose dealing with the bosses, then that time was wasted. Well, that's a tough boss now.
Yeah. Oh, this try goes surprisingly well. I do the same. I just pull it out of the camp. I freeze everything.
And then just heal like no tomorrow if needed.
Yeah.
I switch targets. Good for us. Yeah, very clean kill of that boss. Going in for a spawner. I still think it's interesting how good this defense holds up here with your vigils. Just 1 or 2 healing spells.
Well, it's about to break.
Okay. I shouldn't have said that anything.
Because I think now there's like 4 active camps that are sending attacks there. The vigils can't keep up.
So next camp, and like you said, here coming the next waves in. Going for a spawner. Paralyzing the units and killing the rest.
First hard camp, I would say.
Yeah, the that one, the Archfiend, that can kill units fast.
Yeah, my first idea was to use mind control on those, but then I found out you can't.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Are they too expensive? Is it the cap? Ah.
Most
That's
expensive
sad.
unit in the game, I guess. It's more than 350.
So let's check your base. Yeah, getting tough. Next wave already on the way. preparing here for the attack, but probably focusing here first. Yeah. And XL unit.
I almost throw here. Not because of this side, the top side. Now, they got pulled into the camp and I'm not watching it.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was your plan, but yeah, well, dealing with both defense at the same time is... Oh, that's low health here.
I left them too close to the camp, I didn't realize. Yeah, there it goes.
Unit down.
Yeah, this is painful.
Yeah, and the Doombringer here. Not helping. Heals Archfiend is down. Now go into the spawner.
Yeah, the Doombringer isn't even that dangerous, I think.
Yeah, the Archfiend was probably more dangerous. If you use your ground presence, that would be... In the meantime, your cat here cleared the base.
Yeah, it's chilling there, waiting for the next attacks.
Leading the rest of the camp. And now it's only the Doombringer left. Oh, he's so tanky. Yeah, he needs a bit of support. You think you can just play there at XL unit and he will do with all the waves, but they are quite strong.
Yeah, you really need to pay attention to the attacks.
Doombringer has so much spells on it. Didn't see that before.
I don't have charges for the cat, so can't bring them back that quickly. Now I just got the fourth one, yeah.
Yeah, now it's cooldown, yeah. At least a nice camp you can directly spawn beside the spawner. Archfiend. And then only one XL unit left. Yeah, that camp is way easier than before. But we are at the last 4 minutes of the map. 4.5. And still a lot of red dots there.
Yeah, I thought I wasn't gonna make it in time.
The oink. Yeah, I don't think you could make that run without the new nature spell. Against Lost Souls, or especially with all the flying units and range units, it's helping so much.
Yeah, units would be dead, I think. I guess the other alternative would be Shadow and... is it Plague?
Yeah, Plague. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spawn down onto the next camp. Meantime, Cat is still waiting here for orders and defending the last attack there. And we have 2.5 minutes and all of the other players' camp are left to kill. Yeah, the birds are already on the way. We can do the rest. Also on the way here. One more small boss here. That will be killed by the birds. 1.5 minutes. That is close. That is close. Well, we know that because you're here on the stream, that means you make it, but that will be even closer than we saw before.
I think on the leaderboard I had 1 minute.
1 minute? No,
But,
you have now 13.
Yeah, this is an improved run. Well, Faster
Okay.
monuments.
So 13 seconds is ticking. That base is just cleared. Here's the last 4 units. Last 1 unit. And we're at 10 seconds. Yeah, you finished with 10 seconds on the clock. That was a close one, but a very, very nice and good one. That was well played, yeah.
Thanks.
I'm also in this league, but I didn't. I just watched the map for 1 second. See, that is hard, and I decided to play on the level 8. So, before we switch over to a next replay, we will have a quiz about the Elite Challenge. You can feel free to join in the quiz. But for the screen capture, you have to watch the stream to see it. So let's have some quiz, people. Are you ready for some quiz question? So like I said, there was the challenge to play it on level 8 or higher. And in the end, 8 was played by 4 players and level 10 was played by 3 players. And the question you have to answer to get 1 lucky booster is: what was the average time to finish it? So over all 7 games. Every game is being part of that average. So put in your guesses. We are looking for a time. So you two, what do you think? Where are we aiming here for the timings?
26.
26. We see a 26 30s in the chat. I think everyone is here on the same page. Prototype with 28. We see a 25 by Dachi. 25 and a half. Triggz is going for 27. Interesting. Let's see. Let's give you a short moment here. I have a sip. Yeah, Triggz, you don't get a second booster. Okay, so I think everyone had his chance, and I can close the guesses in 3, 2, 1. It's over. So let's see. This is the chart. You can see no one played level 9. All were playing level 8 or level 10. We see the gap between the 28.50 we saw just now, and the fastest 10 run was 26 and 5 seconds. So the average for the level 8s were 24 minutes and 3 seconds. The average for the 10 was 27.40 seconds. And the average overall was 25.36. So let me check the chat, but I think it's Dachi, right? Let me see. Yeah, Dachi has cheated. Yeah, Dachi just checked the game logs and found out. So congratulations, Dachi, for your booster. Let's hope there is another promo in it, right? Okay, and with that, we are jumping to the Masters. Juntti, as for you, like the others, you can stay in the voice chat or jump over into the normal chat into the stream as you like.
I think I'll drop out from this chat.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being part of the voice chat here, and have a wonderful weekend.
You too. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so we are now switching over to the Masters. And our Masters has to play on the PvE Map of the Month, difficulty number 10. wait a minute, I saw this map before, right? That because our rookies were playing this map also, and the others also. So these masters had to play on this map. But the challenge was different. So, first, not allowed to play any cards requiring a fire orb. Yeah, so we don't see flaming stones from the sky again, sadly. But we also don't see bandits, minefields. Will be interesting. Also the challenge with the population limit had to stay under the 80. And the boss, ship of war, that was the first boss on the map, has to be killed before destroying the spawners. So the bonus challenge was to kill the ship as fast as possible. And if, however, 2 players manage to kill the boss at the same time, then the finishing time of the map is the tiebreaker. So we start with a run of Liorans. Let me switch over to Battleforge. And let's see how he approached this challenge. Starting with Shadow. Yeah, no fire start, obviously. Going in with the Soul Splicer. This looks like the first run we saw on the stream. Soul Splicers, Nox Troopers, pulling them out, going for the kill on the camp. In the meantime, killing the rest, falling back a bit, and then getting the healing of the Soul Splicer. In the meantime, 1 Nox Trooper here for defending. In the first round we saw 2. Killing the rest, another Motivate here. Only the building left. More Motivate. It's about time, it's to be fast. Power wells. And already building the Embalmer Shrine. So I think we all know what card we will see on tier 2. We see the Nature Orb, so no double shadow means we don't see the resource booster, but we see the breeding grounds, helping also a lot with the summoning of Phoenix. And now we see something interesting. Killing the Phoenix using the Embalmer Shrine, and he gets unbound. Return and repeat. Next one, unbound. Next one, unbound. I think it's a very nice strategy to get more Phoenix faster. And now at this point we are up to 10 Phoenixes. Even more. Now Nox Troopers and pulling out the camp a bit. And oink. Flying over. 1 Phoenix down. And going onto the XL units directly. And Mount Shrine, of course, running, else they won't return. The Nox Troopers are all dead at this point. So the flying units are still alive. We need to see something here to kill them. But the Phoenix are still returning and killing the rest of the spawn here. Getting tier 3 while the L units are still alive. Just flying and moving around. They can't hit moving targets that good, so sometimes they just miss. Tier 3 is up, and the Thunderstorm is killing the rest of these 2 units. And we see a breeding grounds now here at the top. So shorter movement, shorter range to go. Yeah, have a nice evening. Thank you for joining. And we see for Void Return the Cultist Master. You have to be careful, there is that unit cap thing with 80. So if you have too many units on the field and use that ability of them, you have to restart, sadly. And now we see the Mo. It's a very tanky unit. And, well, with the 350, which he's costing in energy, is not a cheap one. But his Stampede is pretty strong here. He's also an L counter. We are now dealing with a lot of XL units, so not the perfect match here. But killing the camp, nevertheless. The last Phoenix are running out here. And now it's time for the ship. Let's see what the tactic was for the ship. Going in and moving back, that was close. And now we see another legendary unit here. He is an XL counter, right? Let me check if I say something stupid here. Yes, he is an XL counter. And he's using the ability. And now it's just boss bashing, I guess. Some healing. In the meantime, defending here with the Necro. With the Cultist Master, which also provides the Void Return. Now just spells and fighting the ship. Keep in mind, first killing the ship, then killing the spawners. So there is a wave coming. Still focusing on the boss. Ignoring the wave for the moment. Having the spells up. And then the boss goes down. Any second. And any second. Now, okay. Boss down. Falling back. Falling way back. Still getting the incomings on both positions here. Yeah, that was fast. We are at 40 minutes at this point. And that's the reason why he got the first spot here in the stream. Because it was the fastest clear of the ship. Now going down and doing the cleanup to get the tier 4, I guess. There's no reason to kill the rest of the top camp. If you can go the lower part, you have to clear this either way. Still interesting pick here with the double of the XL legendary units. But yeah, you cannot spawn a lot of units, so you want less units, but they had to be strong. Unit cap can be easily a problem if you go with the Void Return with the Cultist Master. Killing the rest of the camp here. Yeah, dealing with buildings here is painfully slow. Using the ability and going in. And now we see double shadow spells. Frenetic. We don't see the infect because you can easily overshoot your AT unit cap with that. And we see also here one lonely Stone King launcher sitting around, missing that. Ooh. Okay, killing that unit and going tier 4. Another breeding grounds. So we now see the switch from tier 3 units to tier 4 units, I guess. We see Lost Spirit ships. Very nice in dealing a multi-damaging, so a lot of units, but not that strong against a single target stuff. But there's only one boss left. At this point we are at 4 spirit ships. They are all fire affinity at this point, losing the tier 4 because of the XL units here in this base. Yeah, the walking cannon likes to shoot against ground stuff, and if you're just flying around with your ships, there's no reason to attack there. Healing is coming in. Still with 4 ships around. The void return of the Cultist Master is demanding here. If he is going for more power, not power wells, going for more XL units, he has to go down with the void return. Now getting the Mow again for the ground presence, so he can play the Frenetic and use the Stampede to kill the spawner. It's like the Bloodhorn, just on tier 3. Killing the spawner as fast as possible, of course, the key point in dealing with these camps, else you fight forever. More healing. Always hard to keep a big army alive. In the meantime, getting attacks here, probably with a spell doing the defense. Okay, not. The Mow died. And rest is killed here. Oh, I'm not sure if it just... Oh, that will be close. Oh, let me pause here. 34. Oh, and this goes down. That was close. Just a second earlier could be enough. Now, probably going for the middle lane here before continuing on the top lane. So we are at this point with 5, yes, with 5 of the spirit ships. No ground presence, just flying casually around. And hoping that the rockets of the spirit ships are hitting the spawners. Else you will fight forever. Killing the rest of the units who can't attack air. And getting here a heavy attack with the XL units, but Frenetic, some Thunderstorm and a Nox Trooper. Flying back with the units, getting the Mow. Okay. Next wave incoming, and just ignoring them. Going to the top lane again. Bit chaotic here with the lanes. Maximum spell power. And now going probably for the Stampede. Is a hard time to get through there. Not sure if he will survive. Yeah, Stampede. Oh, too many units. Sadly. So not killing the spawner. Going now in with the spirit ships. With Stone Shell. With the Revenge. With healing spells. Everything to keep these ships alive. And now spawners down. Only killing units. I say only. Look at this camp. It's so packed at this point. Just a new wave spawned here. Moving around. Probably needs a heal or the ship. Yeah, the ship goes down. More of the spells. Okay. Killing the rest. Here's a wave. Yeah, wave which is halfway to the spawner. And going to the camp of the ship. So remember the rule was to have to first kill the ship and then the spawners. Funny enough, it took him 16 more minutes to go into and kill the spawners. Between killing ship and the spawners. I think that's interesting. And yeah, now spirit ships just dancing around to kill the rest. And then flying over here and killing that last spawner on this lane and the last camp on this lane. And one sad shaman and he's dead. And now realizing he still has time here, so let's do a small healing break here with a healing garden. And then it's time to kill the final boss. We're at 70 unit cap. So not a lot of space there to increase here the units. Going for one more XL unit would be possible. Playing an offering. Yeah, killing the spawner was the important part. And now it's just flying around, dealing damage, while the boss is just running around and try to catch up. But, like I said before, it's not a good unit to deal single target damage, the spirit ships, even using the motivate on the spirit ships. Interesting. Okay, that is maximum damage potential here. Let's speed up a bit. It's killing the boss and then doing a interesting realization. Oh no! The boss is down, but we missed something. And now it's the panic for 6 minutes. Where is it here? No, it's not here. Is it here? No. And then relief. There it is, the building. Die, building. And yes, that was a very sweet level 10 run with hard restrictions by Liorans. GG's, that was very, very nice. Was it tactical to use and lose better card for the next challenge? Could be. I'm not sure what his plan is for the upcoming challenge. For people who don't know, the Masters can use every card only once in this 4 challenges. So the Lost Spirit Ship is out of the picture for Liorans at this point. Okay, and with that, we have one last run I want to share with you. And that is Anske. It's also a returner here on the stream and will also join in the voice chat, I think. So let's wait for a second.
Hello.
And hey, here he is. Here he is. Awesome. So welcome back onto the stream. Let's switch over to Battleforge and see what you have here prepared for us.
Yeah, like you already said, we can only use every card once, and because we already know the last map will be Dravenriddle, I thought, yeah, I will never need any Frost Orbs for that, so I just went with Pure Frost since I already like Pure Frost a lot. Yeah, the start is a bit similar to the last Frost start, but also a bit different, because I wanted to focus down the tent before so many units respawn, like we saw on the other replay. So I got the Imperials just to tank some of the units. And yeah, the Frost Mages have the weakness that they can only attack the unit that is straight in front of them. So if other units spawn in front of the tent, then that units will tank the damage.
And not the tent. Ah, smart move. In the meantime, the attack gets also defended. Yeah, was one Frost Mage here. So did you use any Frost Orb in the challenge 1 or 2?
Yes, in challenge 1 actually. But there I used Master Archers and North of the Keep. So I couldn't use them anymore.
Well, you could use the other affinity of the Northern Keep, right?
No, I couldn't.
I
It's
used
also
both.
restricted.
Ah,
No,
okay.
I only used one, but it's the same for it.
Okay, I understand. Okay, tier 2. Yeah, we see no more Frost, like you said.
Yeah, and the one sigil actually I placed before was actually to trap this wave here now, so I don't have to take care of it all the time.
And yeah, I saw that when I checked the replays and realized that is so smart. Everyone was a bit struggling with the waves. You have to look here, you have to look there, and just 2 buildings and 2 very cheap buildings. I mean, 20 and 30, so 50 energy, and you don't have to do anything here.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
I figured since I played Pure Frost, I won't compete for the fast times anyway, so I just wanna have some nice, cool, clean gameplay, and yeah, that's why I tried to trap a lot of attacks, and yeah, I tried around a bit, and it was quite fun actually. Didn't expect our PvE to be fun for me, so I was kind of surprised.
Yeah. Why dealing with flying units if you can just put them on the ground?
Yes, exactly. I mean, War Eagles have more or less the strongest stats of any T2 unit there is in the game, probably. And
Yeah.
their only struggle is with dealing with air units, so yeah, just bring them to the ground. And that's not a problem anymore.
Three shamans.
Yeah.
Okay, probably now building an army to get the kill on this big camp here.
Yes, exactly.
How many do you have? It's
Again,
7.
tanking with the Imperials and running in for a freeze there. And running in for home soil. Oh.
Yeah, that is the important kill, the Triggz gun. That unit can shoot flying units, and now, sorry, now the last XL unit is just idling around. And with that, tier 3 is clean. Another Stitchel.
Yeah, here I still tried around a bit. At this point it didn't work that well, but it doesn't matter so much. I tried to keep the next attack there, but didn't really work out. Yeah, they always wanted to focus my orb.
Yeah.
So I just
switching targets
to the orb. And since the
Shaman is healing.
The Shaman is healing, it's also
it's also a trap, yeah.
Yes.
Getting the Void Return running here. And now we see XL tier 3 units. More flying units. Was the unit restriction, the 80 unit cap, a problem for you?
Not at all. It actually was in my first run, because I just forgot about it, because it wasn't a big deal for me anyway before. So I just forgot about it, and after I was T4 I was just spamming Ironclads, and yeah, I just didn't think about it anymore. And then after I watched the replay I saw, oh wait, I have like 10 Ironclads here. This is not
bad.
So I had to play it again, but actually I didn't mind, because the run before was much worse than this one.
Okay.
So I was fine with it to replay it. Yeah, I basically just went in there to freeze them to get some void energy back.
I was just thinking, why freezing and leaving? Yeah, of course the frost void return is based on that freezing stuff. I guess now we see the tactic against the ship.
Yes, also playing the frost avatar. Here I actually lost some time, because I noticed it would have been smarter to only play 3 of the dragons, because I can only shield 3 of them, and one of them will get damaged too heavily, so I have to pull it back anyway, quite fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could have been like a minute faster here, but since I didn't think I would get anything with my time anyway, so I didn't care about it so much.
The shielding is working perfectly here, right? With the... Ooh, oh, that was a close
Yeah,
one.
it's pretty good. The area ice shield plus the ice age really does a lot.
Hmm.
I think if I would have placed my units better at the first attack, I could have remained there and attacked the ship. But yeah, I was still pretty
Yeah, the ship is
happy
down
with the result.
and the
so,
spawns
yeah.
are still alive.
Yes.
Oh, the sniper's there.
Yeah, but I still, yeah, doesn't matter too much.
Okay, now enough of spawn trapping. Now it's time to clean up that camp.
Yeah.
More freezing spells to get the void back. Are you happy with the void return you decide here?
Of
So,
course, yes. I think it's a great card.
So you never had the problem like, oh, I have so much in my void, you just go in and freeze random stuff and everything works out.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So how many rounds did you pull in to get to this point here?
I think I only did like 3 or 4 runs to get to the T3 spot, and this is actually only the second run I did where I actually killed the ship.
Oh, okay.
Went farther from there. There weren't so many starts.
So your strategy was already working from the get-go, kind of.
Yes. I mean, I always love to play Pure Frost.
You also like to play Pure Fire.
Yes, definitely, but that's why not a lot of people know that I also like to play Pure Frost. And notice that that the Bandit Witch I just let live from the attack.
Yes, same here.
above.
The small spawn trapping.
That's some more spawn trapping, exactly. So I don't have to deal with this big XL unit waves that will spawn later, and yeah, it really helps a lot to spawn trap this small attacks. If you just clear the bandit snipers and the annoying units and just let like small units of them live, like I'm doing here, I'm paying attention that I don't attack the shamans, because as soon as I attack the shamans there, the next 2 camps, or the next 1 camp, will start sending waves to my orbs.
And now switching out units, I was just thinking, bam, all flying units dead. What?
Yeah, I was really careful that I don't aggro and don't trigger the next wave. Yeah, that's the same thing I did there.
More spawn trapping. In the meantime, tier 4
I sent
time.
a Storm Singer to the ground there, yeah.
You have
Yeah,
so
that's
much
just
energy.
for the Void Return. Yeah, you see, I don't even need Void Return anymore, basically. I have enough energy anyway. And now I have a very solid T4 army that can basically deal with anything. And I'm just pressing along.
Dreadnought as a tank with some shields. You still have the Ice Age at your disposal. Ironclad from the second row. You don't have that much of a problem with the unit cap, I agree.
Yeah, that's basically all I need.
You're going
Also
through here with like butter, and because you trapped the spawns, there's nothing spawning again, which eats your damage.
Yes. Well, now there is a attack spawning from the top right camp.
Going for your...
But yeah, it's not such big of a deal because I still have 11 unit count, and I also have a lot of
spells yeah.
in my deck. I mean, Frost has a lot of damage spells to offer.
Yeah.
Kind of ironic because it has more damage than most other colors. Basically, well, okay, it has more damage than nature, but
yeah, yeah, good. That's easier.
Yeah, it's still pretty good actually.
Yeah, I just find out in this challenge that the Maelstrom don't has a cap on how much units it can freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was always expecting there is a number like 7, 9, 11 or... Yeah, you can just throw this in a camp and the whole camp is frozen. I realized, so, hey, that's pretty good.
Yes, it's a very strong spell.
Yeah, Winter Witch, more support. The green Ice Age is on. In the first run where I saw the Ironclad, I was thinking they are so low on HP sometimes, and you don't get any damage to your units with that shields.
Yeah, it's because of Ice Age and also because of the Dreadnought, because units that take damage and are shielded, yeah, they will just instantly restore their health. And yeah, Pure Frost just so insanely strong for situations like this. Not the fastest, but it's such a reliable and steady way for playing. That's why I always loved Pure Frost.
Yeah, and like you said, if you're not going for the speedy strategy to get the first place here, it's a solid way.
Yes.
I mean, you have still 10 minutes to go and only 2 camps here. Oh, this one is already gone. So at this point, I'm killing the spawn traps to get the units. And that one's trapped by a unit.
Yeah. The next great thing about Pure Frost, the Avatar of Frost, it's just such a... I always thought about it kind of a noob card because it's so it's so reliable, but as soon as it gets bursted, it's worth nothing. But there are also some situations that it's just so good at, and I don't know, I like that card a lot.
Yeah, but it's not good if you fight against units who can deal damage through shields, like piercing or don't know how it's called. Yeah, well, very well played here with a Pure Frost deck in the Master League. Very nice run. GG's.
Oh, thank you.
And before we close off the stream, you know what's happening? I have still one more card, one more booster to give away. So let's have another quiz. A quiz about the Master Challenge. So Anske, feel free to join here. So we saw Anske's deck. It was a Pure Frost deck, but he was pretty alone here with the Pure Frost idea. And that is the deck the other player used, and you can see here very similar attempts. And my question is, what was the most used card over all masters? So I am looking something like the Lost Spirit Ship. Let me see. There is no Lost Spirit Ship, so you should know. There's one Lost Spirit Ship. Sorry, Lost Spirit Ship, or you can see. Yeah, Shadow Phoenix. Good guess. There could be also other cards like the Oink, or maybe it is a Frost spell from Anske. He used a lot of Frost spells. Probably not as much as.
For sure.
So Motivate, yeah, good guess. Motivate is speeding up a lot of situations. What else do we have, people? It's about getting one booster. Regrowth, yeah. Strong spell. Mostly at the end of a run, you are on cooldown and just waiting to get more charges. So let's have a sip here, and you have one more moment here to get in your guesses. We have only 3 guesses at this point, so not sure if the people are already seeing the replays and moved away, but it's getting a booster. The Oink, good idea. Helping a lot in this situation with the camp, and you just want to focus on the spawners. Okay,
yeah, I think Oink would be my second guess.
Okay. So let me have my last piece of chocolate. And we close the guessing in 3, 2, 1. It's over. Only 4 people, so high chance to get a booster here. Let's see. The winner would be the person who said Thunderstorm. But the second one is the Shadow Phoenix. So Anske, your Shadow Phoenix is in this case correct. I think it's quite interesting here that the Thunderstorm was so much higher than the Shadow Phoenix. But yeah, it's an awesome spell, dealing a lot of damage, killing a lot of units. And if you have good Void Return, you can spam this a lot. So yeah, let me write that down so I don't forget. I'm getting old here. And with that, we are at the end of the stream. Before I send you off into the weekend, keep in mind, there is a contest. There's currently the contest of Volan with the Stone King hunt, playing RPVE 9 against Stone King with all the pure colors. It's a lot of fun. I did already my run, and yeah, join there. There are more boosters to win. And with that, we are at the end of PvE League Season 2 Challenge number 3 stream. There is one more to go. There is 7 days for the people to finish that challenge, and we see each other in 2 weeks. Thank you, Anske, and everyone else for joining the stream. And I wish you and I wish you a wonderful weekend. Till then.
Bye.